I love looking at these playlists of series that I did, that I finished, of the games that I finished. It probably, like, one point or another that I probably finished. But... You. I never did finish you. But... I can't. It's too strong. It's too powerful. I can't do it by myself. I need help. But who could I get help from? Who could possibly save me from this ludicrously difficult game? Could it be you? Okay, so we are going to be doing a Pokemon Bloody Platinum Egglocke. If you couldn't get that from the little teaser just there, so in order to do an Egglocke, I need eggs from you guys. So if you would like to send me an egg, make sure you know what you're doing. Don't send an illegal egg. Don't send an illegal egg, please. I won't use it. It'll go straight in the fucking Poke trash. And that'll be the end of it. It'll never be seen again. So, if you'd like to see your Pokemon used in the series, make sure you send a legal egg. If you're not entirely sure how to make a legal egg, let's go through it right now. So, you have your PokeGen open. Make sure you get PokeGen. PokeGen is easy to get, and it's probably going to be in the description. I'll try and link everything you might need in there. This is a program that you can create Pokemon on very easily, and it works with 4th gen. So, we're gonna do this for PokeGen. One of the first things that you might need to do is target. Okay, so target game right here. Actually, you can't see it. Thanks, fucking you piece of shit, XSplit. But basically what I'm doing here is you go into the options menu. The first option you see is target game. Switch it to platinum, because I'm doing that right now. So go to options, target game, it'll pop up. It's not popping on the screen because XSplit's being weird, but you go to options, target game, and then click platinum. I don't know if you need to do that really per se, but it'll help. Then make sure that the only Pokemon that you send me is 1 to 4th gen. If you send me a 5th gen Pokemon, obviously it's not going to work in the fucking game. So say I wanted to get a Growlithe. I would type that in this species box, or you can select it from a drop-down list. Make sure you only select Pokemon that you can hatch from eggs. You cannot get a Haunter from an egg. You can get a Ghastly from an egg. You cannot get a Haunter from an egg. You technically can get a Snorlax from an egg, but I would prefer if you sent me a Munchlax instead. So don't send me evolved Pokemon, send me the absolute base form. So that out of the way. You're gonna want to nickname your Pokemon, so of course, Cal, Dogo. There you go. Smack a nickname right all up in that face. Leave the level. Don't fuck with the level, alright? Just leave that. And then you can choose the nature. Now, this is all the customizable stuff about the Pokemon. You gotta make sure it's legal, first of all. I mean, nature doesn't affect legality, so you can make whatever nature you want. Like, I can make it adamant for more attacking power. Then you can give it an item. You can give it any item you want, and if I were to receive a Arcanine, I would prefer to get a Firestone with it, so I could evolve my Arcanine. Sorry, my Growlithe. If I were to get a Growlithe, I want a Firestone so I could evolve into an Arcanine. Leave the happiness. Don't fuck with happiness. Don't fuck with that. That does not need to be fucked with. In fact, if you do fuck with it, the egg won't hatch straight away, and I'll probably just dump it. Like, just don't change it. If you're gonna try and be like, oh, I'm gonna give it max happiness so it'll evolve quicker. No, you don't need to do that. You don't need to just leave it. Just leave it right there. Ability. Okay, this is where you need to pay attention. Don't be dumb. Just choose a legal ability. If you don't know what abilities you can give your Pokemon, look up your Pokemon on Cerebi or Pokemon Database, Bulbapedia. They contain information on all the legal moves and legal abilities that your Pokemon can have. So for example, I would get Intimidate for my Arcanine because that's a legal ability. So now that we have that, country doesn't really mean anything. It's not a huge deal. Origin, I'll just put platinum for that. I'm just gonna put platinum for that. And one of the fucking biggest things you need to remember is click the egg box. Like, obviously, you need it to be an egg. You can't just slap it down there as a Pokemon and be like, oh, it's for an Egglocke. It's not an egg. It's not, you can't scramble that. I mean, you could probably scramble a Growlithe, but like, that's disgusting. You can choose male or female right there. I'm gonna leave it on male. And you can choose shininess. Now, sometimes the shininess doesn't really work. So don't be too upset if it doesn't. Next, we have the Met tab. Let's have a look at the Met tab. Location. Look, I don't really care about location. All I'm caring about in legality-wise is that the Pokemon can, the moves and stuff are all legal. So I'll just put Daycare Apple because that makes sense to me. Cherish Ball. Choose whatever ball you want. I really don't care. Quick Ball, whatever ball. It's all cool. It's all good. Stats. Now, don't fuck with the EVs. Don't change EVs. They're just fine as they are. If you'd like to, you can randomize the IVs, or you can set them all to 31. Now, 31 is the highest value you can get. See, you can't exceed that. It goes all red. It's like, no, you can't do that, son. So 31 is the highest you can get. You can put 31 in every single stat, and that'll be perfectly legal. So if you want a really, really good Pokemon, which I need really, really good Pokemon because Bloody Platinum is a very, very difficult hack. So if you want to help me out a lot here, set all the IVs to 31, that'll be fantastic. Or you can just randomize them, because who gives a fuck? Alright, next onto attacks. Now you can have up to 4 attacks. The only attacks that you should have here are either level 1 moves or egg moves. Do not put TM moves on. Do not put evolution moves on. Don't put HMs. Don't put anything other than level 1 moves and egg moves. Otherwise, it'll be illegal. I see people saying sometimes, oh, but you can breed TMs onto people. No. We're not doing that, though. We're not doing that. For the purposes of this Egglocke, only egg moves and level 1 moves need apply. So, if I look up Growlithe real quick to see what we can get. Usually, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty sure it gets like Ember. If I go into 4th gen, make sure it's the 4th gen. Like, Cerebee's good for this. If you go into the Pokemon, you can choose which generation you want to look at. Make sure it's 4th gen. So I can see that it gets Intimidate and Flash Fire as abilities. And then it's level 1 moves, Bite and Roar. Now, that's not all I can put on it because I can put egg moves on it too. So if I look down to the egg moves, I see, what do I see here? I see Body Slam, I see Crunch. I don't see close combat on this, actually. That's kind of interesting. I don't see close combat on this in 4th gen. So make sure you use the 4th gen egg moves list. I see Heat Wave, I see Flare Blitz, I see Morning Sun, so I can just go ahead and slap Body Slam and say Flare Blitz on that. Then we have a very powerful Growlithe right there. Now this, I don't really think this stuff is a huge deal. That should be fine if you just leave it as whatever. It's not a big deal. And then the final thing you want to do is go ahead and give it a PID. So you click on the F there, and we just, where is it? Search. So we just search one. We found one. Smack that on there. Okay. Fantastic. And now that you've done everything that you need to do, just go ahead into box 1 and set. So as you can see, it is an egg. We can choose view data if we want to. We can see all of our stuff is still there. All of our moves, all the stats, the Intimidate, the Firestone, and the name is all fantastically there. Now that you've done that and you've set it, make sure just to set 1. Go ahead to File. Of course, you can't see the actual menu that pops up when I click this because XSplit's being dumb. But go to File, and then I'm pretty sure, yeah. Go to File, and then click Save Pokemon. So you get, it saves as a PKM file, so you can go ahead and name it. I'm gonna name it Cal Doggo. Gonna go ahead and name it Cal Doggo, and now we have a Cal Doggo file. So you have a PKM file wherever you saved it. I don't know where you might have saved it. It could be absolutely anywhere, to be honest. I think I just lost mine, actually. Where did I put it? Documents. Okay, wait, I think I found it. Hold on. I think I found it. Documents. Yeah, here it is. So now that you have your PKM file, what you want to do is you want to go onto your email address because you're going to email me your Pokemon. So you go into your email address, have a look at the email I've linked, or not linked, I've put in the description, and send your Pokemon to my email. Please make sure you get it the first time round. I really don't like having to, like, sift through all this stuff and try and pick out which ones, because people will send me one and then they'll be like, oh no, wait, that was wrong. Here, use this one instead. But at that time, I'm already looking at, like, a couple hundred emails. So I'm like, okay, I barely even noticed that you sent two. Shit, which woman's right? I need to look through all this stuff, and it just confuses and fumbles and makes things a little bit more difficult than they really should be. But make sure everything is right the first time round, and we should be good. If you would like to send more than one egg, I would say a maximum, absolute maximum of 2 eggs per person. I will quickly skim through to see who's sending more than 2 eggs and delete them. So, you know, just to keep it fair for everyone. I'd like to use as many different people's eggs as possible through the game. So if someone sends like fucking 50 eggs, then that's only one person's eggs being hatched. That's not fair. So, just send 1 or 2 eggs to the email address. Make sure that everything is correct and above board beforehand. Double check it on Cerebi before you send it, and we should be good. And you might see it on the series, because we're gonna go through a lot of Pokemon, because all of them are gonna die. I'm scared. I'm hopelessly scared of Bloody Platinum. But I want to thank you so much for watching this. If you did make it to the end of this, type hashtag made it to the end in the comment section below, just so I could get an idea. Also, I probably won't understand what anyone's talking about by the time this video goes up, but I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in part 1.